so this is going to be my review on Warped Tour kind of as a whole thing. So I haven't really gone outside of my house for the entirety of summer. I went to Waterworld once, not twice, once. That was pretty much the only time I actually went outside this summer for a longer period of time than like 10-15 minutes. So Warped Tour was hell. I really wasn't prepared for how hot it was going to be, because I don't go outside because I don't want skin cancer, I don't think I can tan anymore. I've never tanned before, so I don't think it's going to start happening now. But I don't want to get sunburned. That's like my general thing to avoid, number one on the list to avoid when you go outside, or in my book. So I really wasn't ready for the amount of heat at Warped Tour. And I didn't wear sunscreen because I'm a freaking idiot. So my face got sunburned, which is why this video didn't happen like the day after Warped Tour or anything like that, because I looked like a lobster and I didn't want anybody to see that. I'm still kind of pink, but, you know, whatever. I figured I should stop stalling. So Warped Tour, we got in, we had cell phones to turn in, so we got like the jump in line pass thing. And then you have to pay for your map and the times of the bands, which I thought was a little ridiculous. So we mapped out all of our bands and whatnot, and before we even came to Warped Tour, because we had like insider information, I guess, we knew the BVB's van had broken down. So we were well aware of this, but they were being positive, so we were still like crossing our fingers the BVB was gonna still play their show. So we watched one band, and the lead singer is supposed to do a backflip. He never did a backflip. I was really pissed about that. We went to the Standby Records booth and got some BVB merch. Not as much as we were planning. We were planning on spending almost $400 there, and that didn't happen, which makes me sad. No BVB hoodie for me. But there was absolutely nowhere to find shade. Like, a lot of the other Warped Tour places, they had, like, a little tent and seats for people, or that was already there at the venue. Invesco Field's parking lot has none of that. They should have put up tents. I mean, when people are sitting underneath a park bench for shade, you should maybe like get an extra tent, because you know there's probably got to be a billion of those because they have them everywhere, and just like set it up for people to stand under so that they don't sit in the sun and bake all day. What else? Oh, so we were at the Blood on the Dance Floor, I think, yeah, when we got the news that BVB wasn't going to show up, and that pretty much ruined the rest of the day, like what little of it we had left to redeem, because we were hot by that time, and I was already sunburning because I didn't, once again, you know, didn't put on sunscreen because I'm a freaking idiot. So it was like mid Blood on the Dance Floor set, and like I look at my phone and there's a tweet about them not being able to make it to Denver, and I almost started crying. I really felt like crying, but I didn't, and so that just kind of killed it for the rest of the day. And then D.R.U.G.S was on later in the day. And another thing with the Vans Warped Tour was very unorganized. Extremely unorganized. Like, they said that D.R.U.G.S was going to be on at 3 o'clock on the little map that you had to buy. And they put some local band on at 3 o'clock, so I had to wait another half an hour in the sun for them, which I think that was ridiculous. They should have put the little stupid bands that really suck from my town after that. And then, like, everything was all spread out all weird. Like, I didn't really understand the setup of it at all. Wasn't rhyme or reason, really. But what else did we do? We all found like one shade tree. We hung out there for a while before we started doing stuff, actually. But another thing, they put the portal potties right in the freaking sun. Dude, you go in there and or one, it smells disgusting, like a death in there, and B, it's hotter than hell, so you can, like, you could pass out from overheating taking a piss. Like, I wonder if at the end of the day they're, like, trying to tow off all the portal potties and there's, like, people in them dead. Because, seriously, like, you go in there and you're, like, you're, like, trying to hold your breath because it smells really bad, and then it's freaking hot as hell, and then you just, like, get lightheaded. It's terrible, man. They should learn to put portal potties in the shade. Or they should learn to create shade for their guests that are dying of heat stroke and burning, like sizzling their skin. So yeah, I wasn't really prepared for the heat at all, and I wore a t-shirt and not pants, but pretty much capri pants with a skirt. Oh my god, I was hot. Because once again, totally wasn't prepared because I'm a hermit and I hardly ever leave my house to do anything. In the school year I do, but in the summer I pretty much just stay inside all summer long. Because I hate the sun so much. It's not healthy for you anyways, so why? I did kind of like all of the activist stuff at Warped Tour because I'm a vegetarian and I've been one for over 3 years now, so it made me kind of smile that they were trying to like spread the word that animal cruelty happens when you're trying to make meat. It's disgusting. But they were so, like, shoving this, like, disc thingy in my face. Like, have you signed up for this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm already a vegetarian, so I really don't feel like reading your stupid thing. No. And then all the food was, like, incredibly expensive. And to buy a water bottle was $3. And then for my friends, they took away their caps, which I don't get it because they didn't take away my caps. But they had the water station to, like, refill your things so you didn't have to go buy, like, a $3 water bottle every 5 minutes, because that's pretty much how fast I was drinking my water because it's so fucking hot. And I was just sitting there getting dehydrated, like, not even do anything and getting dehydrated, which is terrible. At least one of my friends, she got, like, a suntan for all of her war paint and stuff, which I think is kind of funny. Because I don't tan, so I think anything tanning silly, like, shapes on your body is funny. So I can't do that, like, at all. I just burn and then I peel and then I get whiter, which really doesn't help my situation. I think I'd look weird tan, though. So I got, like, the light. My hair is actually blonde, but, you know, that's probably never ever gonna see the world ever again. Okay, I've been talking for way too long. But anyways, Vans Warped Tour sucks.